Welcome to the very first tutorial I'm making for my new channel, Brain Fried, where I'm going to cover a bunch of educational stuff to help you learn as much as I can show you, I guess, about computer science and all the programming, and maybe I'll even get into some math, who knows. But for this tutorial series, I'm just going to cover a basic introduction to Python, where we're going to start with print statements, and we'll eventually get to more complex things like import and writing the files, and that's pretty much, and yeah, and like methods and functions and all the complex stuff. So let's get started. If you don't have Python, that you should if you're watching this video, I guess I can go through I guess I can show you real quick. So if you don't have Python, you just want to go to python.org, and then you're going to download Python. I have version 3.4 right here. You can click on it and you come down here and click download. So once you have Python set up, that will give you access to the basic Python tools, such as the idle, or also known as the shell. And this is where you'll basically write your script for if you just have basic Python, and you can write print and it'll run it. So for this tutorial series, I'm going to be using Eclipse just because I like Eclipse. And if you don't have Eclipse, so I guess if you don't have Eclipse, you're going to want to go to, and you want to follow along with the series as I do it, then you're going to want to download Eclipse from eclipse.org, and which is really easy. You just click Eclipse Standard and you go through the download process. And you can just click Windows 64-bit or Windows 32-bit, and it'll take you through the instructions, and you should be fine hopefully doing that. Once you get Eclipse installed, then setting it up for Python is very easy. You have Python, you have Eclipse, then all you need, actually, another thing you're going to need is make sure you have the latest version of Java. So you can go to java.com and basically make sure you have, I believe Java, what Java does is it checks, it's going to, at least for me, it like checks to make sure I have the latest version, and then if I don't, it's going to install. So I think it does the same thing for you. But anyways, you agree and install Java, and that'll ensure that everything runs properly. So once you open Eclipse, so you have Java, you have Python, and you have Eclipse. And when you open Eclipse, you're going to be given two perspectives, Java, and I'm not even sure if you're given debug. You probably have to set that one up. But you're basically given the Java perspective, and from here you want to go to Help, Install New Software, and we're going to Add. And we're going to call it PyDev. And for the location, it's going to be pydev.org/updates. And then it's going to pull up a selection here for you, and you're going to click it, and then you're going to basically go next, accept, I agree, and it's going to go through an install process. The reason it's not showing up for me is because I actually already have it added, so it's not going to add it again. It's right here. You can see PyDev right here. pydev.org/updates, and it's going to, so it's not going to add it for me again, so that's why nothing's popping up. But you're going to go through, and you're going to restart Eclipse. Once you get to restart Eclipse, you should be looking at this, and you'll notice that there's still no Python up in the corner. So you're probably wondering how to get it there. And the next step is to go to Preferences, Window, Preferences, and we're going to go to PyDev. And under this PyDev section, we're going to go to Interpreters, and we're going to click Python Interpreter. From here, you're not going to have anything right here, or at least you shouldn't. And you're going to click New, and we're going to call it Python 3.4. And then we're going to browse for the executable file, which is right here. It took me right to it. And it's just python.exe. I'm going to open it. And for me, it's saying it's already configured with this path. So for yours, it won't say that, and you'll click OK. And it'll probably, I believe it says like next, and a few more buttons for you to click. But once you have that, then I believe you should be set up. As far as I remember, that's pretty much all you need to set up for Eclipse. And then from there, you're just going to click this perspective, this button that says Open Perspective, and you should see PyDev, and then click OK, and it'll open up PyDev Perspective for you. So if you didn't get any of that, just message me or leave a comment, and I'm sure I must have forgot some little detail that it probably would have been better if I uninstalled everything and then reinstalled it and walked you through it, but that's okay, I'm lazy. So we still have a little bit of time, so I'm going to get started with a simple Python project, a few little simple commands in Python for Eclipse. So the first thing we're going to do is click File, New, Project, and we're going to, File, New, Project, and we're going to just do a general project, and the project is just going to be called Tutorials. Finish, and you can see where the location is too. It says use default location, and that's going to be in my workspace under Tutorials. So we'll click Finish, and then you'll see Tutorials folder pop up here, and we're going to go right click on Tutorials, New, File, and we'll call it to first tutorial .py. .py is the Python extension so that it knows what we're working with. And now we have everything set up so that we can actually run some code. Okay, so from here we can just run a simple print statement that says hello world, and we'll save it and we'll run it, and it's going to say how do you want to run this, and we're just going to click Python run. Okay, and where is my console? Show view console. There it is. So as you can see, it printed out hello world to my console, and that's basically all the time we have. I mean, I'm coming right up on 10 minutes here, so I'm going to stop it right here, and in the next video we're going to cover a little bit more in depth on the print statement so that we can print a few with variables and print with a few other things. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like, and I will see you next time.